To lock it down, Tio. Best thing you've done in years. Deciding to lock Mirinda Carfrae down. But you're right. There are not. There is not another athlete in the sport that is as aggressive on the marathon, especially on this course, as Mirinda Carfrae. And when you get passed by an athlete of that caliber, running that smooth with that much confidence, and one that is polite enough and gracious enough to still give you a congratulations and to encourage you as you go by, she has definitely tightened up Rachel Joyce's stride in the passing. And when you see an athlete that confident run by you, it doesn't make you feel quite as good about your running style. But Rachel Joyce is doing her best to hang on, but Mirinda Carfrae has put in quite a gap at this point.
Well, if I was Rachel Joyce, I'd be hanging on. I mean, yep. Mirinda put in a big surge thing.
You have to remember this, and this is the thing that I say often. When you get caught, you have to put your surge there. This is the thing. That athlete has worked hard to catch you. When you're working that hard, you want to respite. She did not take that. She blew right through. However, Rachel Joyce, do not count her out. I think Rinny looks absolutely phenomenal, but here's the thing. Rinny looks phenomenal even when she's hurting. So that's something that we have to remember. She has the stride we all want. So looking to Rachel Joyce, she's able to now say, okay, Rinny's done with her surge. I'm starting to feel still in this, and I'm not giving up. Am I going to be happy with second or third? Sure. But it's not over until the fat lady sings, and that fat lady is not out here yet. She's not on the Queen K mat. She is not out there. Rachel's ready to hang on, just keep a little motivation, and stay near Mirinda.
No, I think you're right.
Mirinda's a champ. She's looking pretty good.
She's a great champion. We can see what she's doing out here, but she put in that massive surge. Let's hope that she can hold it all the way down to the special needs area, gets the turnaround out of the energy lab, and just applies that pressure all the way back in. But Rachel Joyce, she's not going to go anywhere. She's a very tough racer. She's gone up to another level. I think her running's improved. We've been talking about her style, running up, more on a forefoot. She's got that shoulder lean. But if you want to know how to run, you just look at this girl. Look at her turnover. She's got a fantastic drive. She's got a very square set of hips, and that is very strong in the core area. She's got a fantastic knee drive. Her ankles and her feet, great posture, and her foot plant is really, really good. But what really impresses me is how fast the cadence is on the run.
I mean, and here's the thing, not to discount what you were saying earlier about posture and using gravity and leaning forward, but okay, I'm going to discount that. What you really want to do when you're running a marathon like this is to stand upright and be able to keep that posture in a more erect position. Mirinda does that with perfection, whether she's going up a hill or down a hill. You never want to have a forward lean, even though you may be inclined to do so. I'll make an example. If you feel like you're bending over, or if you see yourself bending over, it shortens the powerful hip flexor muscles. It prevents them, it pinches them off. We talk a lot about it on the bike, the closed angle. You do not want to close that angle. What you want to do is use that position, exactly a side shot of Mirinda where she's completely erect, standing straight up, and she is pushing with all her force in a backwards direction. There's not a lot of up and down wasted movement. It is pushing with those giant glutes that she has. I'm not calling her butt big. The very large glute muscles are working to perfection, pushing directly behind her and giving her a nice forward movement.
Yeah, so right now we're back to Frederick Van Leert, and it looked like he was giving a thumbs up, but actually I think what he was doing there was asking how far is he behind.
How far back?
I think even though Frederick Van Leert had a great pass of Luke McKenzie, he still knows he's nearby. He's been getting splits, from our leaderboard, but he's definitely asking his coach or his assistant that's next to him to go back and get a split on what Luke McKenzie is up to and what the gap is back there.
This is what happens when you're leading the Ironman. Things go through your head. How can I hang on? Do I think of the best T-run that I've ever had? What is going through the mind of the leader of the Ironman triathlon? Right now, there could be a lot of things going through Freddie's mind. He hasn't won this race before. Yeah, sure, he was on the podium last year, but it's not like leading the race or holding on to onto a championship or defending your crown or anything like that. He should just focus on this, on the finish line. He's got enough lead right now. Luke McKenzie is in second place, and then it's they're in a different zip code almost to third place, because Sebastian Kinley is around about 4 minutes down from Freddie Van Leert at this point in time. So a lot of doubts and a lot of things just going through Freddie's mind. Keep your mind on the job, keep the pace going, and you should be just fine.
And tend to your details. I mean, we can't forget, because we're only talking about the racing, how important the small details are. We've seen cramping, failing, falling apart in the closing miles. If you don't